Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jennifer, Patrick. It's been a little bit rare that the three of us get on Facebook Live. I'm honored to have both of you by my side here.
We haven't done it for a really long time, but hey, we got it. Cocktails conversation. What's behind the curtain tonight? Kind of a special one for a couple reasons. Got a little. I don't know. What are we gonna do? Is it gonna be?
You got a really good tequila, Patrick.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't know what the cocktail of choice is going to be tonight. But I can tell you that there is a huge announcement for those who come. There's a pretty significant announcement of what's something really cool to come. So if you really want to be on the bleeding edge of what Rain has to offer, then you got to come check it out.
Yeah, a little sneak peek tonight, and it's Friday. It's June, so. It's Friday night, the doors are opening, there's an opportunity to get out. I think depending on what province, what city you're in, I think there's probably some cafes being open these days too, right?
Some patios, but we're going to have the best patio right here for Cocktails Conversation. What's behind the curtain?
Pull your lawn chair, sit in your backyard if the weather's good, join us. We're going to do a sneak peek. And you're doing What's Behind the Curtain tonight, Jennifer?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, listen, we do have some things to talk about. There's so much to talk about.
There's so much.
Chaos, confusion, unemployment, CMHC rules.
Well, numbers are coming out, right? We're getting numbers now. We're getting real numbers.
They all came out today for the unemployment and employment numbers, and we're hitting new records, Canada, for fast recovery in employment.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's interesting.
Well, and there's a part of it that makes sense, but we'll see. We'll talk about it.
We'll see.
And
we'll also be talking a little bit about if people don't know what's happened already in terms of a brand new governor for the Bank of Canada. What does that mean?
Yeah, what a time to be taking over. Seriously, right?
Yeah.
What a time! Like,
no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. Just come in and do that. So. Anyways, we're going to be there tonight. So what else? Anything else we need to cover?
Well, one of the things that I love about the Cocktails Conversation, What's Behind the Curtain, is you really get this national view of boots on the ground, what's happening in the markets, because Rain members are always refinancing and trying to sell and trying to buy and trying to renovate and trying to rent and trying to do all these things. So what's happening. Oh, it's doing this in Alberta. It's doing this in Ontario. It's doing this in Toronto. It's doing this in Ottawa. And I think that it's such a grounding effect to be able to know what's happening across the country. And number one, it's grounding. And number two, it also allows us to see what's happening in other markets before our market goes through that. So Ontario is a great example. We are definitely behind Alberta. We're behind BC. Those places are opening up faster than we are. So you get a sneak peek of what's to come. It's kind of like having a crystal ball and seeing what it's going to be like in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You'd be crazy not to come.
And we have and JG, they've just released the housing data for sales for Toronto and Vancouver, and again some record changes.
Very cool.
That's a little vague. We'll keep it that way because tonight will be the night.
Also, I think we're having some opportunities for networking too, so people can have conversations.
Yes.
Direct. So that'll be fun.
Last time, Patrick, the networking went till like all hours of the night.
Yeah, it is interesting. Some of the Rain members, when they start getting going together and they start sharing war stories and what they got going on, there's a lot to share, and they do a great job of having those conversations. It goes back to a little bit about even what it means to have a community across the country that are boots on the ground. So you can avoid that whole lag time thing that's happening, right? When we're looking for mainstream media, part of what's frustrating is what's going on, like today. And of course, with Rain members being the investors that they are and action takers that many are, they're doing it. They know what's going on, precisely what's going on, and in real time. And that's always really, back to your point, JG, it's always interesting to see what's going on one side of the country versus the other side of the country, based on what's happening today, kind of thing.
Totally.
Yeah, and also it's an opportunity for people to share that they're in action and what's working and what's not working. Yesterday, I completed a double close, sold one, bought another, same time. Very cool.
Look at you go, girl. Wow. Hey, and one thing that we need to talk about, I'm going to reach out to, I never mind who I'll reach out to, but there's lots of conversation right now going changes of CMHC rules, what does that open up the door for first-time home buyers, and what does it mean to them? And we're looking at, as we go forward, what are the opportunities going to be in? And we're certainly talking now more than ever that went over to, okay, RTOs, we need to be talking about RTO, rent-to-own strategies, perhaps, depending on what market, Jennifer, depending on what market, and of course, agreements for sale, two really key strategies that we're going to be digging into over the course of 2020.
And I was on the phone with an Elite 52 client yesterday, and he's literally stumbling into RTOs, not really planning to do that many, but they're coming out of the woodwork. So very interesting, right? So
let's talk about that stuff tonight.
And I think Jennifer really nailed it. Listen, from day one when we introduced Cocktails Conversation, What's Behind the Curtain, we got the cocktails right straight away. Like, we knew what the hell we were doing on the cocktail side of things. We got that handled. Then the What's Behind the Curtain, we've been doing that for 28 years. We got that right. The conversations, we've been trying to find new ways to create conversations between members, and we're going to get that right tonight with the new networking session that's going to cap off the evening. So for those who want to have more, some people don't, Patrick. Some people want to come, they want to hear the What's Behind the Curtain, then they want to go on with their Friday, which is cool. Others, they want to network, they want to build their network, they want to build their power teams, they want to connect with members across the country, and that's going to be a great opportunity tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, Jennifer, JG, thanks.
Whoop, whoop.
I can't wait to see everybody tonight.
And JG, okay, remember what you promised. You're not going to start drinking before. You're not going to be like 3 beers in. You learned your lesson.
Patrick, yeah, I love you, buddy. Yeah, it's good. We'll see you tonight, beer in hand.
Yeah,
Well, we'll see my teacup very soon. So, maybe you can put it in the chat which teacup I should actually rock out. It's been mostly the rose one, but I do have the Swarovski one. So, put in a vote which teacup the tequila should be in.
The largest. Enjoy your day, everybody.
Cheers, guys.